Hello all and welcome to the next video here on the Onion Man's Rooftop 2 at a cow caravan of treasure. Sometimes barred, the streak continues as it always will. And we are back with another Tales from the Mailbag. We got a few Big Bad Toy Store boxes here and some store finds and a couple of gifts. So I think in a previous video I showed off a gift I got. Well, I've done a couple now actually. The WrestleMania mini belt that I got, that was a gift from somebody who I've, kind of DM'd and chatted with on Instagram, and he follows my channel, etc., etc. That was cool. And then I talked about a coworker of mine who got me the Monopoly set, the NBA Monopoly thing, and we opened that, and that was fun. So I got some more gifts. Not really from anybody in particular. One is from a friend of mine, and then another friend, and these are guys I've known for a while, another friend kind of harped on and added to it. So I don't even know if I'm going to do it on here, but we'll talk about it. First up, kind of a basic find, literally a basic find. We'll start with the store pickups first. I picked up the Series 147 Basic Ted DiBiase. I know that it's not the Basic Series anymore, it's the Main Event Series. But it's Basic Series 147 $1 Million Man. I mainly picked this up for some, there's your other ones. Yeah, Rollins, Styles, and Katana Chance. I mainly bought this because, a couple reasons. I've always preferred DiBiase in the black tuxedo. I just think it fits him more. And I figured if I didn't like the figure, at the very least, I could switch the head sculpt with the white suit Target exclusive Elite, the Legends Elite, that just came out a few months ago. Because I don't have that figure readily next to me, but I have the alternate head. This is the old DiBiase head, and the hair is like way too reddish. Like a red-gray. Like, I get it, he's old, but like I don't remember his hair ever being red, and I never liked that. This head, brown hair, dark brown hair, looks good. I'm good with that. So if nothing else, I can at least head swap this one with the Elite, or just keep this one because he's in a black suit. And suited basics are usually pretty solid for what they are. I don't get basics usually ever, but if it's like a suited character like this, I think they actually work pretty nicely. I don't mind them. It's a decent looking DiBiase. This is also, I go back to this real quick. I found this at my Walmart where I live, and this is the first like new WWE thing I've seen at my Walmart in months. For a while there, my Walmart and another Walmart that's kind of near me were doing pretty good, and then like it all just went to hell, and nothing's good now. I don't know. Anyways, next thing up, I'm going to go ahead and get these like gift things out of the way. So I have a buddy who is hell-bent after seeing that I was gleefully opening up sports cards from a friend, is now hell-bent that I open Pokemon cards. And so I was in Albuquerque, just kind of, I know that's weird. I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. I was in Albuquerque, and that's actually where I got some other stuff too. That's another tangent here in a minute I'll go into. But went to a Walmart. I was with some friends. We were like kind of all meeting up again for the first time in a long time. And I was like, hey, we should stop at a couple of different Walmarts and a Target or two so I can kind of look around and, and I was in the process of buying a bunch of cards. Because my Walmart does not carry any cards anymore. Football, Magic, nothing. The only thing you can get is in the back of the toy section, they still sell Pokemon cards. And that's pretty much it. And you're lucky if those are there. So I was actually on my way to buying this gigantic bag worth of stuff. And I'll show you what's in here. Now, mind you, this is from Albuquerque. I found some MLB Top Series 2, which is great. We can hopefully get that Yamamoto card. That'd be great. No Paul Skeens, right? Paul Skeens won't be until the next. I know he's got some Bowman cards out, but and I found a couple of hanger packs, fat packs for those. So nice. Those will be excited. Um, and then I also picked up at the same Walmart a couple of fat packs for Heritage, which has been horrible. If these are bad, then I think I'm comfortable saying these will be the last Heritage packs I open for 2024. Because every Heritage pack I have opened has been absolute garbage so far. And last year's wasn't great either. This year's is somehow worse for Heritage. And I feel like Heritage is just kind of slowly dying a slow death. Slowly dying a slow death. Dying a slow death, if you will. And so, yeah, if I don't pull anything good out of those two fat packs for Heritage, I think we're done with Heritage. I think I'll stick with the series, the regular top series. Just if I don't find what I'm looking for, I'll keep getting those. But I'm done with Heritage. And I've been actually seeing these at my Walgreens, too, these Heritage packs. And it's tempting because, like, they're in stock, and it's like, oh, wow. But it's also, they're probably in stock for a reason, because everywhere I go, I see tons of Heritage, and it's probably because it just sucks, like it did last year. So, yeah. But most importantly, check this out. A bad time to get back into this because of the price. But oh well. We're back in. Oh, man, my nose got runny all of a sudden. I was buying a crap ton of Modern Horizons 3 Magic the Gathering booster packs. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right here. Yeah, 8. I basically bought all the ones they had. I have not seen these anywhere. I have not seen Magic cards in my hometown in months, at least a year. And when I do, it's like backstock. What was the last one that came out? Murders at Karlov Manor or whatever. Karlov Manor. I don't even know if that was what it was called. It was the ones at the Manor, whatever that like monster one was. And I saw some of the. Was it Thunder Junction, like with the big animals and beasts? I saw a couple of those. But I had not seen. Modern Horizons has been out for a couple of months now, and I had not seen any Modern Horizons at all anywhere. I finally did this Walmart. I bought all 8 packs that they had. And these are not cheap. Modern Horizons, it's not like buying a pack of these. I mean, it kind of is when you think of price-wise. But normal Magic packs are like, what, 5, 6, maybe $7 at the most? Depending on where you're at. Usually, when I always get Magic packs, I used to. Now, mind you, I haven't dedicated myself to Magic in years. I think the last time I did was... The last time I played full-time was Kaladesh. Because vehicles and tokens were really kind of making a comeback. Vehicles especially were like a big new thing, I think, at the time. And after Kaladesh, I couldn't really keep up with it anymore. It was hard. I think I was in college was I in college when Kaladesh came out? Damn. Whew. I might have been in college at the time, so I would have been a broke college student. Probably couldn't really afford to buy packs and stuff. And then a couple of years ago, I got back into Magic very briefly for like one summer. And it was, or like one little half a year or something. And it was when they introduced like Snowlands, and it had like a Viking theme. You remember that? Yeah. That's the last time I played Magic. Like, seriously. I had a serious game of Magic. Because I tried to put together, like, a new one of those that kind of worked it. I did want to get into it when they brought back the vampires and werewolves recently. Like, what was that, 2 years ago at this point? 1 year, a year and a half ago? Because I wanted to update my werewolf deck. I have an old-ass werewolf deck, and it needed desperate updating. And I bought single cards to do that. I never... and then I played a few matches with it. But I wouldn't say that was me jumping back into Magic. Not like this. And there's only one reason I'm doing Modern Horizons 3, and that is because the Eldrazi are back in a big way, and I love the Eldrazi. I want me some Cthulhu monsters. I have an old Eldrazi deck that I created years ago. I'll pull it out. I gotta find it. I know where my Merfolk deck is because it's over there in a drawer. Because I love Merfolk. Merfolk need to make a comeback. Damn it. Um, but I'll pull out my old Eldrazi just white deck and we'll go from there. But Eldrazi made a comeback. I want to update my Eldrazi deck. Also, there's some cool Ajani cards in here. Ajani Goldmane is my favorite Magic character. So always down for Ajani cards. But that's not all I got. Because they had two of these. I didn't buy both because of the price. But I bought two. Oh, yeah, these are $10 a piece, by the way. So be careful if you think you're going to go in and get $5 or $6 Magic packs. No, these are Modern Horizons is always more. But that's why I wish they brought Eldrazi back in something that was not Modern Horizons, because it would have been way easier price wise. And I don't plan to buy a lot more of Modern Horizons than what I have here. And if I don't find anything really cool or neat, I'll probably just buy the single cards I want online. It'd probably be cheaper that way from the start. But I wanted to delve into it and do something different. We do a lot of sports cards, so fuck it. We're going to do Magic of the Gathering too. Not consistently. Don't expect me to get the next Magic set that comes out, which I think is already out, because it ain't going to happen. The only way you'll ever catch me doing unboxings of Magic is when there's a big update like Modern Horizons 3, bringing back the Eldrazi, or something that correlates with like a deck I have previously built, like my Eldrazi, or my Merfolk, or my Werewolves, or whatever, you know. I need to finish my dwarf deck. I started building a dwarf deck ages ago when I was in junior high and never finished it. And it's up there. It's in that box somewhere in my closet. But, anyways, I bought this too. I bought the hobby box. Pretty cool, the bundle box. I remember when these were like, whatever. Anyways, it comes with 9 more of those packs. So that gives us a total of, 17 packs to open. You get a couple of promo cards. I think you get a promo card, you get the box, and you get a cool little countdown spinner die. Great. But anyway, I was like, just because I always take big trips in the summer when I have time trying to find stuff that I've been looking for. So I always have like money saved up for those occasions. Everybody always asks like, well, if they're so expensive, why are you buying them? Because I'm very micro budgeted. And during like some vacation time that I had, I was not seeing a lot of action figures that I was wanting lately. I just haven't. I got some stuff on pre-order that hasn't been shipped yet from Big Bad Toy Store. We got 4 boxes here. Cool. But it's stuff that like, I've kind of already paid for, or, that was already in the budget. So when I went looking for figures in Albuquerque, I also took a trip to, I went to Albuquerque, I took a trip to Lubbock, I took different trips. I was in Roswell at one point, that was weird. And I just wasn't finding any figures, nothing, no wrestling. I even looked for like AEW figures I might be interested in the clearance rack, nothing. No real McFarlane figures I had been looking for. No multiverse figures. Very few like Marvel Legends figures that I found that I almost did buy, but I didn't. So I kind of, going into my big vacation time, I had some money kind of saved. And I did not take a big Dallas trip this summer because I plan to take one later this year. So I had a little bit of money saved up, and I was like, screw it. We're just going to spend it on cards. Let's do that. So, yeah, I just micro budget myself very well, and there you go. That's your key to survival, micro budget. Don't just buy things for the sake of buying them. Buy it because it's something you want or need, etc., etc. Anyway, yeah, these will be fun, along with the sports cards. But same thing, same day, while I was buying these, I had all these like in the cart. They were in like the little baby seat up front. I was like, nobody touch my cards. And while that was happening, a friend was like, why don't you do Pokemon? Because we were in the toy section where the Pokemon cards are now. And apparently that must be a thing for all Walmarts, because in Albuquerque, it was that way too. The Pokemon cards were in the back of the toy section. It was very weird. While all the Magic and sports cards were up in the front, as normal. And he was like, why don't you do Pokemon cards? And I told him, I was like, I haven't played a Pokemon game since X and Y. Pokemon X and Y. That was the last one I played on the 3DS. And if I remember correctly, I played Y, Pokemon Y. Pretty sure I did that one. And I enjoyed it. But after that, I really just never saw a point in continuing with Pokemon. It felt like, I know Pokemon Go really revitalized the franchise with the mobile app and everything. But Pokemon's never been my thing. I loved it as a game. I loved the Pokemon games. Every once in a while, I will still bust out one of the old games on Game Boy. I have a Game Boy Advance SP, so I can play all my Game Boy games on it. And I'll go back and play some restart Red and do a run through of it every so often. But I was never a fan of the cards, and I was never really a fan of the show. Actually, I think I remember watching some of the original show when I was little, and I remember watching the first 2 or 3 movies. I got as far as to the one with the unknown, and there was a talking Entei. That's all I remember. And I only watched that because I like Entei. Entei was one of my favorite legendaries. But I don't know much about the cards other than they're way pricey because of market gouging now. And assholes. Let's just be real. But I saw this and I was looking at it. I was like, this is cool. Is this like a shiny Charizard? And it was this thing. This tin. It was at that Walmart. And my bud was like, oh yeah, that's one of the new sets. There's more here. There's... what's it called? The Rolling Elephant? I can't remember its name. I can if I think. I just don't want to think right now. So these are Scarlet and Violet, Paldean Fate, Shiny Pokemon EX in the Spotlight. So apparently this is big on shiny Pokemon, I guess. And but I was looking at it, I was like, is this a shiny Charizard? And he was like, yeah, it's like a promo card for the tin and this and that. And he was trying to explain to me everything that was in here. I didn't really care, to be totally honest with you. But yeah, so there were 3 of them there. And he was like, if I buy you them, would you open them? And I was like, I'd rather not. I might buy one of these just to get that little shiny Charizard card and call it good. And he was like, no, I'll buy all 3 of these. And you open them and use it for content, and then if you decide to sell them or whatever, we can split it or something. I don't if I found something good, we could split the profit or something, is what he said. I don't really give a shit about Pokemon cards, and I was really hesitant, but then it's not my money, so I was like, okay, if you want me to, I'll probably just do them all in one long video. That way I don't have to separate Pokemon cards out. And he was cool with that, so I ended up with 3 of these Charizard tins that he bought me. He would not tell me how much they were. We were at the self-checkout, and he was on the other side. And I have no receipt, and he will not tell me how much they were. And they were just kind of sitting there on a shelf, so I didn't really look at the price. My guess is these are probably and I'm really guessing here, based on old Yu-Gi-Oh! Tins I used to have. My guess is these are what? $15? $15 to $20 a piece? That would be my guess. I know I'm probably wrong, so let me know what you think they are. But I got 3 of these Charizard tins, and I guess I'm going to open them up. And then it got really weird, because after that, later that night, we started Walgreens hopping, because one of my buddies was looking for a... funny enough, something Pokemon at Walgreens, and he found it apparently, because then he bought one for me as well, and I have those again, Walgreens, but no receipt, because he's I don't know, he's one of those guys won't tell me things. So I dropped one. Maybe that's the lucky one. So I ended up with 2 more Pokemon tins, which is hilarious. I ended up with these 2 Dragonite tins. Again, no idea what they are. Don't really know how much they cost. Is the price on the back on these? No. But it's funny because the back says, do not backstock. And I did look this up a little bit. Because I was like, wait, a Dragonite tin? I remember seeing this a while back. And it turns out these, were released a few years ago. And Walgreens randomly just started backstocking these. Which is funny because it says, do not backstock. But they did. So I've got 3 Charizard Paldean Fates tins, and 2 Whatever this one is. This Dragonite tin. What's the year on this? Is there a year? So this says 2019. So I don't know where Walgreens all of a sudden got the whatever. I've seen the Salamance one at one of my Walgreens. I have seen that one. That's his name, right? Is it Salamance? I'm probably butchering that. I apologize. But I've seen his card, or his tin, but I had not seen these Dragonite ones. And so my buddy, he said there was like a few of them, and he bought like 3 or 4, and then he gave me these 2. He was like, I want to see you open these 2. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I guess at some point, we're going to be doing some Pokemon card unboxings, some tin unboxings. I don't really want to because I'm not familiar enough with anything past Pokemon X and Y to really give you a full breakdown. So consider this my big apology in advance. There's going to be a lot of stuff in these tins I'm probably not going to recognize at all and be really stupid as to what it's worth or anything. I could find like a valuable card, like $100 Pokemon card, and not know what the hell it is. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And most likely, some of that will happen with Modern Horizons, just because like with all Modern Horizon stuff, it's kind of hard to tell. You're going to wait a year or 2 to really figure out what ended up being great and what not. Whereas Pokemon cards seem to be like, oh my god, I found a rare full art and blah, 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 blah. That's all I know. People be looking for like full art cards. Cool. So we're going to be unboxing these. Like I said, I don't know when, but at some point, it'll be fun. I hope. Or you're just going to watch me be an idiot and talk about things I don't know for however long it takes me to open up 5 tins. Should I separate the tins at least? Do one video, the Charizard, 3 tins. Do the other one, the 2 Dragonite tins. I don't know. But we're definitely going to spend a night at one point soon opening up all these beautiful magic packs. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Way more than Pokemon. They were like, yo, Modern Horizons has got Eldrazi. And I was like, oh! I know. Ooh! Good shit. Okay, now finally onto the boxes. That took a whole 20 minutes. Sorry for my diatribe. I just wanted to explain to everybody that, like, I have no damn clue about modern Pokemon cards, or Pokemon cards in general. So I just wanted everybody to know that, like, when those videos come down the pipeline, do not expect an expert talking about Pokemon cards and what they're worth. I can do a little bit of that with Magic. I can do a lot of it with baseball, football, etc., sports cards. And I can do it with some Magic cards. I don't know a damn thing about modern Pokemon cards, so sorry in advance. First box, small one off the top. Boing. I'm actually going to... The reason I'm filming this today, I was going to wait a couple of days till the end of the weekend and film these. That way, in case any boxes came in over... I'm filming this on a Thursday. That way, if any boxes came in on a Friday or Saturday, I could add them to this. But I need a couple of these boxes to ship off some stuff. So, we're doing it now. If anything comes in, I'll just add them to the next one. When did I buy that? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just forgot something I didn't know I bought. Is this too neat? Yeah? Alright. Okay. So a while back, some of you may remember, I bought a McFarlane Multiverse Mr. Freeze figure, and I ended up getting the Chase variant of that figure. It was pretty funny. Which I didn't want, because it doesn't really look like Mr. Freeze. Like, the color scheme's all wrong. So when this... I remember now why I got this. This popped up for pre-order a few months ago, and I ended up with the new Mr. Freeze. I like this one a lot more. I think the color scheme is better. It kind of has that... it's kind of like if you took the comic book Mr. Freeze, mixed it a little bit with the more of the tubes and mechanical nature of the Arkham Mr. Freeze. Not so much the big, like, almost like sea diver suit, but like the tubes and all the breathing apparatus and everything, apparatus. And then you took the color scheme of like the animated series, and this is your Mr. Freeze you get. I like it a lot. I ended up eventually selling that that one I got, because I had ordered it from Walgreens, Amazon. I had an Amazon gift card, and it was just enough to buy that first multiverse Mr. Freeze, and then it came in and it was the chase, which is not what I ordered. I know sometimes getting a chase is very random and it's cool, but that was like the one chase I didn't want was Mr. Freeze, because I like the way the regular one looked, but then I never went back and picked it up. But this one came out and all is well. I like this. This is a great looking figure. That'll definitely be my main Mr. Freeze for a while. We got another Skinny Boaks. Skinny Boaks. It's a good day. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's do that. Oh, okay. Cool. We got some more Masters of the Universe returns. Reptilex. Yeah. Fodder, villain fodder is basically what this dude is. I do still love the old school like packaging on these. Looks great. But just villain fodder, Snake Men style for my Origins collection. I don't collect as much Origins as I was early on getting all the characters. There's been a few I've missed that I really regret I didn't pick up when I did. Like, who are we missing? Grizzlor was one. The Moat Monster. There's a few that were Mattel Creation exclusives that I just totally missed. I don't remember getting an email for them or anything. I just missed out. And that sucks because I really want some of those. Wondar was a Mattel Creation exclusive. That sucks. So I'm hoping eventually at some point those get a re-release and I can pick those up and add them to my collection. Because I do want a Grizzlor and I definitely want Wondar. That's for sure. So I'm still picking up the ones that just kind of randomly pop up. But I'm really hoping that some of those get a re-release. We got a long Skinny Boaks. That hurt. Oh, I got a paper cut with a cardboard box. Oh. Is it bleeding? No. We're good. Okay. What is in here? Big box for a figure. Oh, I see now. I see why. Because of the packaging. Okay. Oh, been a while since I've ordered this. I guess this box has been kind of sitting here. But we got our Marvel Legends She-Hulk. I think this is the best She-Hulk we've ever had, just based on the way it looks. It's way better than some of those previous ones. And yes, this is from the old Iron Man Toy Biz wave. So that's why it's got the classic packaging. But yeah, just a classic She-Hulk for your Marvel Legends fodder. That'll be fun. I'm not a big She-Hulk fan. Well, I shouldn't say that. I like She-Hulk in some situations. And then there's other things where I'm just like, that's the best you could do with that character. And last one. I have an idea of what this could be, but I can't really tell. So we'll find out. We got a big box. So and then that's it. So good. What do we got? Oh, they sent this in one box. Oh, okay, I see why. These are not as big as I thought they would be. Oh, they kind of are. Oh yeah, they are. It's just the way they're in the box. We've got 3 Street Sharks. Woo! Pretty awesome. Yeah. So we've got Ripster, who I believe is like the leader, right? He's the leader of the Street Sharks. It's pretty cool. Try me. Nice. I like it. Yeah. So Street Sharks, we got Ripster, we got Jab, and we got a villain. We got Slash, which is cool. Oh, does he move too? Oh, his moves. Cool. Anyway, I love Street Sharks. There's 2 shows that are getting figures now. That is kind of surprising to me. There's a lot that are getting figures and stuff that are weird to me. Like, you remember Premium DNA? Before all the travesty with Megalopolis toys, which is just crazy to me that happened. They were doing like Mad Balls, which I love the Mad Balls figures. I hope they keep doing those. They're also doing They did the Banjo-Kazooie toy that I got over here. They did Earthworm Jim, which was awesome. Like, there's just a lot of weird companies doing, like, off-brand, not off-brand, but, like, just different branded stuff that I wouldn't expect. And these are Mattel diving into Street Sharks, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I like Street Sharks. The other big one that's coming out soon is Biker Mice from Mars. And I'm trying to remember who's doing those figures. Is it Boss Fight? I think Boss Fight Studio might be doing those. The same people that did the Lucha Libre figures. And for that exact reason, I will be skipping Biker Mice from Mars. One, I didn't really watch Biker Mice from Mars. I feel like that one is a little bit before my time. But I sure as hell remember watching tons of reruns of Street Sharks and loving it. The only other thing that I think that would be like old school that they could possibly do, and I'd be all over it, because they've already been doing, like Super 7's been doing the Toxic Crusaders. We're getting all the He-Man stuff. The G.I. Joe classified line is still going strong. All that stuff. The only thing that I think they could do besides Street Sharks that I would probably immediately jump onto would be like... Oh, man. I mean, NECA's doing Gargoyles, but I wasn't a Gargoyles guy. I know that's a very beloved show, but it's not my thing. I think the only thing besides Street Sharks right now that immediately off the top of my head, I'm like, oh, I would get a line if it was that, would be like Captain Planet. I'd buy Captain Planet figures. If they were good, like, I'd totally buy Captain Planet figures. But we're getting Street Sharks, and we are getting more of these, I believe. There's a Mattel Creations exclusive Ripster that comes with, like, the jacket and the pool cue. I don't know if I'll get that. It's supposed to be from a very specific episode of Street Sharks. I'd have to go back and watch it to remember it. I know it's, like, one of the fan favorite episodes, but you gotta think, I was a kid. And I haven't actually gone back to watch Street Sharks like I have other stuff. Like, I've gone back to watch X-Men and 90s Spider-Man, and every once in a while I'll catch Captain Planet on some random-ass thing. But Street Sharks is one that I loved as a kid, but I have not watched in a while and I need to go back to. But seeing these was just like, there were multiple times throughout this trip that like my nostalgic childhood just ran up and kicked me in the balls. I got something else that I'm not going to unbox here, but I will in my... It's weird because I've never really done anything like it, and I probably could have done it here, but I'm not going to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and show it, because besides, like, the card packs I bought in Albuquerque and stuff, the other things I did find, I went to, like, funny enough, Albuquerque has quite a few retro toy stores and stuff, and, like, retro video game stores. So I was able to find some really good video game pickups. And at a different toy store, I didn't find toys, but I found something that is going to put me in a rabbit hole I'm kind of scared to go down. I was going to do that here in this video, but decided against it. And I'm going to put that in my next video game one, because I feel like all those kind of go together. And we'll go there. So yes, there are more pickups that you will see in probably the video after this one. That are mostly video game and then something else. All from that trip. And like I said, there was a lot, and it was great, but I don't know. I tried to keep this under 30 minutes. I did not. Hopefully I can end it pretty smoothly here. We've got some great stuff. Street Sharks is going to be fun. That's going to be a great nostalgic trip. She-Hulk, cool for what she is. A lot of great sports packs, obviously. I gotta love the Magic Modern Horizons, as well as all these random-ass Pokemon tins. And a random-ass Mr. Freeze figure. That looks pretty dope. Nora. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. What, the DiBiase figure 2 sliding over here? Yeah, that's it. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to. But as always, I appreciate anybody who does. And yeah, I'll catch you guys when we start unboxing all this. Again, apologies in advance. I'm not going to know a damn thing about the Pokemon stuff, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, catch you guys in the next video.